하면 혼을 매던 아이들이 몽둥이 드러내고 험난게 호걸이며 들토끼 잡으러 가자. 머리도 덩이 젓는 양은 술 먹은 조군이요. 얘네한테 가내신세 다이에 줄여서 죽을 토끼
청암절나 성간첩으로 기운없이 올라갈 때 결혼 꽃이래 삿대죠. 요리 깡짱 저리 깡짱 깡짱 전공 대널제 목구멍에 선등하고
비궁기조 청론이 그 안에 반란인가.
반란 세상은 나는 신내 반란 세상은 나는 신 배고프고 목마르고 죽고도 불에 빠지고 불에 데이고 간에 찔리고 병에 걸려서 시름시름 하는 반란 일개 한때 나의 신세 반란 신세로다.
일개한테 너의 신세 반란 신세는 어쩔 거라. 아스탈모 저녁에 중단 신세 한가하다고 미루며 나서지 않는다 괜찮을까. 함부로 나서지 않는다고 가만두어도 가만두지 않겠느니. 가만 함부로 나서지 않겠다니. 그런 거짓부렁이를 이기 앞에다 내어신나.
아이고 내 신세야 아이고 내 신세야 아이고
여보시오 멸주고 왜 그렇게 관상을 잘 보는겨? 토끼가 딱 그렇게 생긴겨.
아이고 우리라고 뭐 별다른가? 참 피곤한 인생들이지.
아이고 이놈의 반란팔자 어떻게 벗어날 길이 없을까?
아이 저기 그 거시기 그 수궁에 가면은 팔난 피할까요?
아 그게
하하 자식 실없는 놈 불상 다쳐대궁아 토사호비라 허연선이 너와 나와의 산중에 재능고 삼아 동그동덕 일세벽을 허자더니 저지경이 웬일이니 수구이라 헌론대론 한 번 가면 못 온느니라 길짐승은 소중 역사 할 것이니 수봉기론 가지 마라.
옛말을 못 들었나. 인생에 세 번 온다. 너는 몇 번 남았는가. 때를 놓쳐 후회 말고 입신양면 출세하자. 좋은 기회 한 번 가면 다시 오지를 못한다니. 들어보자. 아, 또 그렇게 듣고 싶다고 하시니 내가 참 이 무거운데 참 여러분들께만 특별히 우리 수궁을 한번 일러 드리리다. 우리 수궁 별천지라. 하늘 땅 사이 실로 크다 하고 만물 지중어 영엄신통이라. 넓은 바다에다 천역한 입을 입고 요리기둥 호박반석 한턱 누가기 높이 솟았는디 바깥과 세연정고 사는지 개와서 알았으면 이 세상에 왜 있으리. 불도장생 진시황과 진선 찾던 한 무제로 이런 재미 알았던들 죽은 놈이 쫓았겠지. 반 세상을 다 버리고 조선생도 소궁나면 제목 잘난 여풍체계 좋은 혀슬을 얻을 것이요 좋은 흥미를 밤낮으로 누리고 반면 대표할 것이지. 옳다면 오호고 말테면 마시오. 간다 나는 간다. 소궁으로 나 혼자 간다.
수궁이 눈앞에 헌겨.
나 지금 토끼가 아주 불어올라요.
토끼야, 너 네 가기 싫어. 내가 대신 가면 안 되겠냐?
어디 갔다. 나도 몰라. 똥인지 된장인지 가 봐야 알겠지. 나 가요.
토끼 수궁 간다. 갑시다. 말들여 출생길로 걸어볼까. 우리 악세 사이 만나고 자식들은 배불리겠다. 둘째 던째 둘째 허겠지. 어느 벼슬이 계단했나.
어렸을 때부터 어머니가 미술학원을 운영을 하셨어요. 그래서 거기 가서 놀고 하다 보니까 자연스럽게 미술을 접하게 됐고, 저는 그리고 만드는 것 중에 만드는 게 더 재밌었어요. 그래서 이제 도예과 입학해서 다양한 재료들을 경험을 해봤지만 그 중에서도 물레성형 기법에 굉장히 매료가 됐고, 이 기법을 평생 하면서 하면 행복하겠다는 생각이 들어서 도자기를 계속 하게 되었습니다. 작업하시는 분들은 다들 공감을 하시겠지만 사실 정답이 없잖아요. 그래서 항상 불안하고 제가 제대로 된 길을 가고 있는지에 대한 이런 마음이 엄청 큰데, 프란치라는 좀 어떻게 보면 저한테는 되게 큰 상이었거든요. 제가 잘하고 있다고 도닥여주고 제대로 길을 가고 있다고 확신을 주는 것 같아서 저한테는 되게 의미 있는, 지금까지 작업을 할 수 있는 원동력이기도 되고요. 저는 옛날에 기 형태들을 많이 참고하는 편인 것 같고요. 엄청나게 섬세한 기법들을 통해서 장식이 되어 있거든요. 저는 그런 장식들을 일부분씩 뜯어와서 그걸 제만의 방식대로 입체화시킵니다. 원래는 기라는 형태 자체가 실제로 사용하기 위해서 만들어졌잖아요. 그 공간을 저는 어떻게 하면 더 흥미롭게 보여줄 수 있을까? 그래서 제가 집중했던 부분이 창인데요. 건축에서도 창을 내부와 외부를 잇는 통로 또는 매개체라고 많이들 이야기를 하잖아요. 저는 그 부분에서 영감을 받아서 그 창의 의미를 형태에 접목시키게 되었습니다. 그래서 요즘에는 이제 설치 작업도 많이 하는 것 같아요. 보통은 컵 같은 경우는 최종 완성까지 한 3주에서 4주 정도 소요가 되고요. 큰 작업 같은 경우는 한 3달까지도 걸리는 작업들도 있는 것 같아요. 저 같은 경우는 창같이 복잡한 패턴들을 함께 구성을 하다 보니까 정말 많이 갈라져요. 그래서 재벌 가마에 들어가 있을 때가 가장 긴장되는 순간인 것 같습니다. 사실 공간이라는 것이 볼 수도 없고 만질 수도 없는 어떠한 무형의 어떤 것이잖아요. 그거를 이제 빛이나 그림자나 무형의 어떤 요소들을 활용해서 같이 공감할 수 있는 작업을 하고 싶습니다.
환영합니다. Welcome to K-Culture Dive, where we dive deeper into the heart of Korean culture with K-entertainment issues, AI culture news, K-culture in photos, and today, our weekly look into K-sports. And I'm your host, Kwon So-ah. Let's dive in. And joining me this Tuesday on our dive is our co-host, Bella Kim. Hello, Bella.
Hi, Soa, and hello to everyone joining us today on K-Culture Dive. I'm Bella, back again to co-host and fill you all in with the latest in K-Entertainment. And with K-Culture Dive, I'll be here every Tuesdays and Thursdays to co-host with Soha.
Right. Very excited on this new journey with you as well, Bella. And let's get started with K-Entertainment news.
Great.
So, Bella, we are going to kick off with a K-drama that we haven't talked about in a while, but due to its big presence in the world of K-contents, and not only K-contents, actually global contents, it has achieved an award. We're talking about Squid Game.
That is right. Netflix original series Squid Game has once again proven its global impact, earning its third win at the Critics' Choice Awards. At the 31st Critics' Choice Awards, on the final season of Squid Game took home the award for Best Foreign Language Series in the television category. And the awards are presented annually by the Critics' Choice Association, an organization made up of more than 600 film and television critics and journalists from the US and Canada. And what's very special about the television category is that the nominations and winners are announced without distinguishing between seasons, meaning only the title of the series is considered. So despite this competitive and season-neutral format, Squid Game has consistently stood out for its high quality and popularity. The series first made history with Critics' Choice in 2022 when its first season became the first Korean drama ever to win Best Foreign Language Series. And in the same year, lead actor Lee Jung-jae also earned international acclaim by becoming the first Korean actor to win Best Actor in a drama series. And the momentum continued last year when Squid Game 2 was released and claimed the same award once again. And with this year's win, Squid Game has now won 3 Critics' Choice Awards, further cementing its legacy as a groundbreaking series.
It definitely has. I mean, there were some mixed responses regarding the second season and the third season, but it looks like the critics were more than satisfied with the whole 3 series.
Yes.
And now let's talk about an upcoming film that many people are looking forward to, especially due to the cast.
One of the most anticipated film of this year, Human, is coming to theaters just in time for the Lunar New Year here in Korea. In the newly revealed teaser images, the 2 lead actors, Do In-sung and Park Jung-min, both present a completely different atmosphere from their previous works, leaving a powerful first impression. And the contrasting moods between the 2 actors instantly reveal the film's underlying tension and narrative depth as well. Human explores the shadowy world of spying centered on human intelligence networks. Rather than relying solely on action, the story actually focuses on psychological warfare, moral choices, and also the critical moments that define each character's faith. And it's also very exciting to see the first on-screen collaboration between Do In-sung and Park Jung-min. The film industry insiders point to their contrasting acting styles as a major highlight, with strong expectations for powerful on-screen synergy. Human will premiere on February 11th, so that's something we can all enjoy over the Lunar New Year here in Korea.
Right, super excited to see that collaboration between Do In-sung and Park Jung-min. Who are you more excited about?
Oh, I want to see Park Jung-min because I don't remember seeing a film or a series with him in like an action or spy genre, so very excited to see him.
And especially because Park Jung-min these days has been super hot in the K-enter scene.
Yes.
Of course. And Bella, we're going to end on late actor An Sung-gi, who passed away on Monday. And it looks like he has been awarded with the nation's top cultural honor.
That is correct. An Sung-gi has been posthumously awarded the Kumgwan Order of Cultural Merit, the highest honor in the field of popular culture and arts in Korea. According to the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism, Minister Choi Hee-young visited the funeral hall at the Catholic University of Korea Seoul Royal St. Mary's Hospital to personally present the award to An's family. The decoration is an official recognition by the government of Korea for An Sung-gi's artistic excellence and his profound contribution to the history of Korean cinema. And the ministry described him as a national actor whose performances spanned generations and evolved alongside the growth of Korean film. In particular, officials noted that An symbolized the popular expansion and industrial development of Korean cinema during the 1990s and 2000s. An Sung-gi previously received the Bogwan Order of Cultural Merit back in 2005, followed by the Eungwan Order of Cultural Merit in 2013 for his contributions to social causes and the cultural industry. And this latest award marks his third national decoration honoring his lifetime achievements. An debuted back in 1957 and appeared in more than 170 films over a remarkable 69-year career. And his iconic works, including Whale Hunting, Two Cops, and also 실미도, showcased the extraordinary range of his acting. Beyond the screen, An also served as a UNICEF Korea Goodwill Ambassador, actively engaging in humanitarian efforts. And An Sung-gi's name will now stand alongside the Kumgwan Order of Cultural Merit, forever engraved in the history of Korean arts and culture.
We will keep him in our hearts. And thank you, Bella, for today's Key Enter updates.
Yes, I'll stick around.
And now let's go over to our AI anchor Arirang for more on the culture front. Arirang, over to you.
Thanks, Sua. I'll take it from here. Here's your AI guide to the latest cultural headlines from Korea. Let's begin with our top story. Leaders of South Korea and China agreed to expand cultural exchanges as part of efforts to repair ties strained over the past 3 years under the previous Yoon administration. But it remains unclear whether the agreement will lead to a full lifting of China's so-called culture ban on Korean content, which Beijing does not officially acknowledge. Seoul's presidential office said Presidents Lee Jae-myung and Xi Jinping agreed to pursue step-by-step expansion of cultural and content exchanges, beginning with areas acceptable to both countries. The Culture Ministry plans to introduce a name-based addressing culture, in which employees are called by their names rather than their official titles. The move aims to promote a more horizontal workplace culture and raise work efficiency. Culture Minister Choi Hyung announced the plan as part of the ministry's work culture reform during New Year's dialogue with staff on Monday. Minister Choi also emphasized that unnecessary practices and ingrained habits must be boldly discarded, vowing to continue ministry reforms to foster a culture of focus and dedication. South Korea's flagship winter event, the 2026 Hwacheon Sancheonal Festival, will kick off this Saturday. Centering on Sancheonal, a mountain trout native to Korea caught in the ice-covered Hwacheon stream. It's one of the nation's most famous winter festivals, held annually in Hwacheon, Gangwon-do Province. Visitors can enjoy ice fishing, bare-hand fishing, and a wide array of immersive activities. This year's festival is drawing added attention as Santa Claus and his elves from Finland's Santa Claus Village are set to make cameo during the event. The so-called real Santa from the Santa Claus Post Office in Rovaniemi, Finland, will join the festival from the 16th to the 26th. The Sancheonal Festival runs through February 1st. That's all from me. Keep it tuned to K-Culture Dive.
Through a single photo at a time, we take a closer look at culture in Korea. This is K-Culture in Photos. 새해 복 많이 받으세요. That's how people say Happy New Year in Korea. It means may you receive lots of blessings in the new year. And that idea of hope or blessings brings us naturally to this image. What you're looking at here is a horse sculpture created to mark the beginning of the new year, the year of the red horse. In traditional symbolism, red represents vitality, sacred energy, and protection. It's a color believed to ward off misfortune and invite strong life force. And the horse has long symbolized movement, endurance, and progress, an animal that never stays still, always moving forward. Put together, the red horse represents a year filled with momentum, passion, and forward energy. That's why many Koreans see this year as a time to restart, to move boldly, and to expect positive change, whether in work, relationships, or life itself. So in Korea, welcoming the new year isn't just about marking time. It's about reading the signs, sharing hopes, and starting the year with intention. From vibrant red colors and forward motion, we move into a much quieter image of winter. At first glance, this look like simple icicles. But in Korea, icicles or 고드름 carry a deeper cultural memory. 고드름 is actually a pure Korean word, not borrowed from Chinese characters or foreign languages. And that alone hints at how familiar this sight once was in everyday life. In the past, icicles formed naturally on the eaves of traditional houses. With a charcoal briquette heating the inside, snow on the roof would melt slightly, then refreeze at the edge of the eaves, creating long, clear icicles hanging down. For children, they were winter's free toys. Kids would snap them up, taste them, swing them like swords, or throw them into the snow. But as housing shifted to apartments, heating systems changed to boilers, and winters grew noticeably warmer, icicles slowly disappeared from daily life. That's why today, when Koreans spot icicles like this, even here with the National Assembly building faintly in the background, it's no longer just a nostalgic scene. It's a quiet signal that this winter is truly cold, and a reminder of a seasonal landscape many thought had already faded into the past. This photo captures one of Korea's most unusual New Year celebrations. On January 1st, more than 2,000 people gathered in Daejeon to take part in the Seonyang Bare Body Marathon. At the sound of the starting signal, the runners took off their shirts and began a 7-kilometer run in freezing winter air. As they moved together, heat rose from their bodies, creating thick white clouds of steam, a dramatic scene that looked almost unreal. The event began 10 years ago and has since become a symbolic way to welcome the new year. Participants say they are leaving behind the burdens of the past year and facing the future with nothing to hide. With younger generations making up the majority of runners, the race also reflects Korea's growing running culture, where endurance, mental strength, and starting fresh matter as much as speed. You might be wondering why adults are starting here, standing around with the word thief taped to their backs. This is a childhood game many Koreans grew up playing, Police and Thieves, a simple tag game where players are split into two teams, those who chase and those who run. What's new is that this game has recently made a comeback among teenagers and people in their 20s. The game is often called 경도 for short, and participants usually meet through local online community apps. Strangers gather usually at night, play for a couple of hours, and then quietly go their separate ways. Despite freezing temperatures, players run, laugh, share snacks, and slowly warm up, not just their bodies, but also to one another. Experts say this trend reflects a mix of nostalgia, anonymity, and a desire for simple, pressure-free human connection in an increasingly digital world. So, from symbolic New Year images to playful and unexpected winter scenes, this photo shows how Korea welcomes a new beginning. Different moments, but all reflecting the same wish to start the year connected, energized, and hopeful.
2026 has a lot in store when it comes to big sports events. Here on K-Culture Dive, we will have it all covered by our sportscaster, Jason Lee. And today we've got football, baseball, and Winter Olympics to dive into. So let's welcome Jason Lee into the studio. Hello, Jason, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Good afternoon.
So it is the year of the horse, and I kind of feel that horse and sports kind of fit well together.
Absolutely.
And let's let's talk about the great beginning to sports, because 2026 started off very well for a pair of soccer players, right?
Absolutely, yeah. A couple of goals over the weekend for Korea's soccer players. Both Hwang Hee-chun and Yang Hyun-jun scored goals over the weekend. Let's start with Hwang Hee-chun, who also assisted on a goal as well. Just 4 minutes in, Hwang made a nice move down the left wing for Wolverhampton and then centered to John Arias, who converted for a 1-0 lead. And then later in the 30th minute, Wolverhampton was awarded a penalty shot, and Hwang Hee-chun was called on to make the shot, which he confidently placed right down the middle. Wolverhampton would go on to a 3-0 win, but there is some bad news as well. First off, Hwang Hee-chun would leave this game with a hamstring injury in the 61st minute. Hopefully that's not too serious. And another note is that, well, West Ham was just the first win of the season for the Wolves, who are in dead last halfway through the season. So unless, they get their act together in the winter and the springs, they're going to be the early favorites to be relegated by the end of the season. So hopefully they'll be able to turn things around as the season goes.
Let's certainly hope for a fast recovery of Hwang Hee-chan.
Yeah, that too.
And now I want to talk about the goal scored by Yang Hyun-jun with Celtics. I know it's one to remember, right?
Absolutely. Hey, if you have not seen the highlights of this game yet, boy, this one was a beauty. 19 minutes in, Celtics game against the Rangers. Yang was taking the throw-in down the right wing. The ball was actually given back to him around the sideline, and then he just exploded past like 3 or 4 defenders and then rocketed this shot upstairs. Honestly, this is one of the best goals that I've seen by a Korean player over the past year. And Yang Hyun-jun, he's not really a guy that we hear about or talk about too much when it comes to goals, because he's a wingback. So he isn't usually up there that far up to score goals. If anything, maybe to provide some cross-ins to make goals. But anyone who's seen this goal, you have got to be impressed. And hopefully this play will give him a lot more confidence going into this year to take his game to the next level.
Right. I was impressed by that goal, even as a non-soccer expert. Just really no one could stop him in that goal. And yeah, it looks like 2 Korean players are demonstrating their skills, especially ahead of the World Cup coming up as well. And Jason, sticking with soccer, the K-League will be losing one of its heroes of 2025 season. Park Jin-seop is leaving Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors, right?
Yeah, this is a little bit sad, to say the least. Actually, really big loss for both the K-League and obviously for the Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors, who are the reigning champions. Jeonbuk ended Ulsan Hyundai's three-peat last season, and in large part because of the success of the all-around play of Park Jin-seop, who was the team's captain. He basically quarterbacked the team on the pitch as well as in the dressing room, and was named the MVP of the K-League Cup and was also the runner-up for MVP in the regular season. So Park will certainly be missed very much so on the team, as he will now be joining Zhejiang FC of the Chinese Super League. And I should also note that also leaving Jeonbuk's championship team from last season is Hong Jong-ho, Song Min-kyu, Kwon Chang-hoon, as well as their manager Gus Poyet. So certainly great season for Jeonbuk, championship season. They won the cup as well. But things are going to be really tough for them this coming season.
Right, a lot of changes for Jeonbuk.
Definitely.
Let's now shift from football to baseball. It looks like Ko Woo-seok will be staying in North America, but he doesn't have a guaranteed spot with the Major League yet. Yeah,
no guaranteed roster spot. He signed a minor league contract, perhaps to the chagrin of the LG Twins, of course, who still own his rights in Korea. The former Twins closer continues to pursue a Major League opportunity, and his most recent contract is actually with the last team that worked with him, the Detroit Tigers. Ko Woo-seok started off with the San Diego Padres a couple of years ago, but was sent down to the minors before making an appearance with the big league club. So he is yet to play in Major League Baseball. He was later traded to the Marlins before being released, and then he was picked up by Detroit last year. Now, all this time, as mentioned, he's yet to get into a Major League debut, but the fact that he was signed by the team that last used him last season, I think this is a good sign that you know, they like his potential. They see that he's capable. And if they can just work with him a little bit, maybe he can, you know, get over that hump. He's still young, just 27 years of age. So hopefully we've yet to see the best of Go, Go, Go.
And now let's go to Italia and talk about the Winter Olympics, Milan Cortina Winter Olympics, which are exactly a month away.
That's right.
Now.
Yeah.
And Jason, you're going to give us like a preview of what we can look forward to, especially for Korea's medal hopefuls. So what or who are you going to introduce to us today?
Yeah, want to give some hope to some of Korea's medal hopefuls. And today I want to talk about Korea's curling team for the Olympics. Now, I remember back in 2012, I actually made a bit of a prediction. This is before Korea had ever competed at a Winter Olympics in the sport of curling. I said that Korea should invest a lot into their curling program, or into a curling program. And if they were to do so, then surely they would win a gold medal in the sport before too long. Now, that prediction could be right around the corner. Kim Eun-ji was a member of Korea's first entry into the sport of curling back at the Sochi Olympics in 2014. She will now be the skip of Korea's women's team for Milano Cortina next month. And you might remember Kim Eun-jung with the Garlic Girls, who won silver at the Pyeongchang Winter Olympics back in 2018. They finished 8th at the Beijing Winter Olympics in 2022, but they lost to Kim Eun-ji's team this time around at the national championships, which is why they will not be going this time around. But Kim Eun-ji's squad is currently ranked 3rd in the world right now, behind traditional powerhouses Canada and Switzerland. So they've got a good chance to medal, if not perhaps even go on to win the gold.
Well, Jason, let's go back to that prediction that you mentioned. In 2012, you said that Korea has a chance to win a gold medal even before they actually participated in the Olympics. So what made you think so? Why do you think that Korea is going to improve in curling?
Pretty crazy, I know. And if you understand the sport of curling, it requires a lot of strategy, much like chess or perhaps like Paduk or Go. But it also requires a lot of accuracy, execution in very high pressure situations. So I think of it as like the accuracy and execution that you would need in, say, archery or perhaps golf, which of course Korea dominate in particular archery. And then you need the wit of games like chess and Go. So if you mix those all together, you know, it's even a lot like RTS games, real-time strategy games in esports like StarCraft, League of Legends. Once again, these are games that Koreans dominate on the global stage. So my thinking was, if you give Koreans enough time to practice, train, understand this game, then not only would they be able to thrive in it, but I could also see Koreans really enjoying playing, watching curling. And I think we've seen certainly the passion that Koreans have towards curling already when we saw them win the silver medal run with Kim Eun-jung and the Garlic Girls at the Pyeongchang Winter Olympics in 2018. So hopefully Kim Eun-ji and her team will take that to another level with a gold medal run next month in Milan Cortina, and perhaps make a great prognosticator out of me as well.
Oh, looking forward to that to happen.
Yes, let's look forward to that. And speaking of curling and Garlic Girls, as you've mentioned, Garlic Girls will still be represented in the next month in the mixed double events, right?
That's right. Actually, a 3rd appearance at the Olympics for Kim Son-young, who was a member of the 2018 team. She will be competing in the mixed doubles event with male partner Jung Yeon-suk. Now, the rules are a little bit different as a 2-player mixed team compared to the traditional 4-member team, but I actually love the mixed doubles event, maybe even more than the traditional 4-player team, because the mixed doubles, it actually begins a couple of days before the opening ceremonies on February the 4th as well. And the way the mixed doubles event is played, because there's only 2 members on the team, really, it's a lot less accurate. So strategy becomes more of a factor, maybe even a little bit of luck. certainly anything can happen, as every shot is more important, especially when you get to the end. It leaves everything wide open for a result. And I think Korea's got as good of a shot as anyone in the mixed doubles event as well.
Wow, well, we're going to root for them, and it looks like there's a lot to look forward to in winter sports and also the rest of the year. So thank you very much, Jason, for your first appearance on K-Culture Dive, and looking forward to next week.
Look forward to
Jason.
And thank you, Bella, as always. We're going to see you back here on Thursday.
Yes, I'll be back.
Thanks for watching and your interest in everything K-Culture. Please continue to tune in to K-Culture Dive on Arirang TV Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. Korea time. Keep diving.